Good morning. I just finished watching Artemis Fowl on Disney Plus. Well, after looking at it, I give it 6 out of a 10. The movie was kind of a mishmash of the first, I want to say 4 books, and it didn't really correlate with them. Whereas, they totally changed the characteristics of Artemis Fowl and Butler, it seemed. Artemis Fowl is Artemis Fowl because he was like a 10 to 12-year old trapped in a boy with the brains and genius of an adult. His mindset was he was always wearing a suit. He never wore like normal kids' clothing. And he always had an objective in mind. But in this movie, he seemed like he was just a little boy that wanted his father back. Butler was more, I want to say, emotional, and it was like they were trying to turn his hard edge into a soft knife in an African American male's body, which I did not like because Butler was always Artemis's protector, but he also was focused. Let's put it that way. The whole premise of the movie, it just seemed like they wanted to have more of Colin Farrell in it as sort of like a focus instead of Artemis Fowl being Artemis Fowl. When you think about it, it was as if they were just using the name of Artemis Fowl to get you interested in the movie. I came in with an open mind because I knew that some of the stuff was going to be changed from the looking at the trailer, but I was just hoping that they would have the sense to, I don't know, keep the main character how he was. And I didn't see that in this movie. I saw him as being an emotional 12-year-old looking for daddy, which that wasn't really Artemis File in the book. He wanted his father back. He wanted his father back because he knew his mom needed him, his father, and he knew that the family needed his father. But the main premise of the first book, in order to get his father back, was to pretty much trick the fairies or leprechauns out of their gold so he would have the money to find his father. And the way they put in Opal, um when he does meet her in the second book and they do sort of cross swords in the second book, she was never the catalyst of why his father wasn't there. It was a different matter. And his father didn't really know anything about the leprechauns and stuff. In this movie, it's as if the father is passing it down to Artemis to protect them, and that's not the case. And the third book, Opal's really, I mean, she's pretending to be a human child and brainwashed her adopted father and way out there. And I mean, the Aculos doesn't really come into play. I believe until like the fourth book when they bring the demons culture back to fairy. So it was, like I said, a mishmash of the first four books that just didn't correlate. Uh, tell me what you think. Uh, did you like the Artemis Fowl movie, or did you think it could have been better? What did you think that should have been added versus what they did? Um, please leave me a comment. Thank you.